How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm so happy to be here. This is a cool set.
And we are happy to have you.
be here. Oh, look at us being in sync.
Oh, okay. We tried. So, how you doing, Joyce? How's life?
Oh my God, life is... I'm already glitching. Life is crazy at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be back out. Obviously, I spent a couple of weeks in a house with no social media. So it's been about a week and a bit since I've come out, almost 2 weeks, and just being around people, being around the love, being around TV and a phone, has been greatly missed. I'm having a really good time.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, we're going to get into all things Locked In soon. But first, I want to dive into the heart of Madam Joyce.
I want to dive into you.
I want to dive into
Steady
the
on,
legs
Max.
of Madam Joyce.
Wow.
Please.
In between the legs.
Please, I don't mind. It's been a minute.
So obviously, I mean, I've known you for probably over a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember where we met? It was on a shoot.
Yes.
What was it for?
It was on a shoot for uni days.
It was, yes, that's it.
Oh,
that's
was this the one I did? Or was that... No, I did
it was
Uni
a
Homes.
different one.
This was way
yeah.
back then.
Different, completely different brand.
This was way back when.
That was nearly 2 years ago. Probably.
I was it literally was nearly 2 years ago. I was 20 pounds heavier. I was I was just starting my career, so it was one of my first ever proper shoots.
Really? And me too, actually, yeah.
And I was like, who this boy?
I think it actually was. She was like, who the fuck let this guy in? I actually think that was my first ever professional shoot, you know?
Yeah, me too.
I think it might have been.
It was.
But we were both there acting like we do them every day.
Honestly, who did
what? Where's my PA? Where's my rider?
I also loved it there. That was a good shoot.
No, but you ate that though. I would have never thought that was your first shoot.
I was shitting myself. I remember before it, I was calling my old management and I was like, guys, why the fuck have you got me to do this? I don't know how to interview people. What am I going to do? Oh my God. And then I loved it. And you were obviously so easy to just get stuff out of. I'd just say something and you'd run and do the best things ever. So
that's the day we fell in love.
It really was.
Honestly.
I feel like I'm third wheeling at
but I want to know, Joyce, whereabouts, so I know that you're from London. Whereabouts are you from in London?
So I'm
full address, please.
Full address, postcode.
Mother's maiden name.
So I would say I'm a bit of a traveller actually, because I actually was born in Ireland. I'm an Irish baby.
Really?
Yes, fun fact.
Can you do an Irish jig?
Do you know
I thought you were going to go for accent, but you went for jig.
I can't lie. I went Irish dancing when I was 6 years old.
Really?
I used to do competitions.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Is this on camera anywhere?
No, I've never told this story. Fun fact, I did my first Irish dance competition when I was 6 years old. And my mum's of Nigerian heritage, so she doesn't really know the ropes. And obviously the girls wear the dresses and stuff, the traditional wear. And my mum put me in jeans.
Oh.
My mum put me in jeans, and they actually had I went to the Irish dancing competition and they were like, we've got some spare clothes for you. And I wasn't wearing any knickers.
You were Irish dancing.
Yeah.
Puss out
in the jeans. Why? Hold on. How did my mum let me go puss out in jeans?
I was going to say, why does the jeans mean that you don't have to wear them?
Why? There's so many questions. Well, I had to pussy out in jeans.
Surely that would give
that would hurt more.
Yeah.
That's giving yeast. That's giving friction.
It's given yeast at 6 years old. But I had to do the Irish dancing competition in my jeans.
Oh wow.
I didn't place.
Oh wow.
But it was the thought that counts. But I'm Irish.
I mean, they seem quite restricting to Irish dancing.
Yeah.
I don't know what my mum was thinking. I feel like this was the start of my abandonment issues, because my mum didn't even care enough to put me in knickers. Why was I not wearing any panties?
That is brilliant. That is so good.
But Ireland, and then I moved to North London. So I'd say by heart, I'm a North London girlie.
Right.
Finsbury Park is where I grew up. And then from there, I've just travelled. So I've lived in Luton, I've lived in Bedford, I've lived in Tottenham, and now I'm in East London. But I would like to think I'm a North London girlie at heart.
Yeah. You definitely have the accent. You sound very London. We love to hear it. So what were you like in school? Have you always been this outspoken and confident, or I find a lot of the time with people that as adults are like that, they typically were more shy, but I feel like you've just always been Madam Joyce.
You know what's interesting? I feel like my confidence came as a coping mechanism. So obviously, I told you I moved around a lot. When I was in primary school, I went to 11 different schools because my mum just loved it. 11 different.
That is a
primary
lot of
schools.
schools.
That is a lot.
Yeah, my mum just used to drag me and drop me and drag me and drop me.
Really?
And obviously, I was always the new girl. And you know, sometimes being the new girl in the middle of semester, everybody's already formed their friendship group. So I had to come into these new spaces, and it was like, listen, Joyce, it's either you make friends or you spend the rest of lunchtime alone for the rest of the time you're here. So I used to come in, and my first thing was like, I just need to be with, like, make friends. I don't want to be by myself. So it was this thing of this mechanism of coming in and just like, hi guys, oh my god, be
like
loud, hi
inserting
guys,
yourself
be my friend, be my friend, be my friend, be my friend, please.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of carried into my adult years. So I wouldn't say it stemmed from confidence. I said it will stem more from survival.
See, that's so common. So that's so weird that you say that, because I say the same thing.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, believe it or not, I was extremely homosexual. I don't know. I don't really give off that vibe now, obviously.
That's rubbed off now.
But I had like a very high-pitched voice. I literally had a bob. Talk about mums doing disservice to us. I had a bob, like B.O.B., so they call me Bob. Like, genuinely. I had a full, like, bob, a full fringe. I had giant gaps in my teeth. And I had a very high-pitched voice, and I would, like, hang out with the girls. But the so, you know, the writing was on the wall. But the common thing that I could do was, like, I could make everybody laugh. Yeah. It's like the boys that maybe...
Where's that gone?
Thanks,
you
George.
dead ass.
So like the boys that probably would have like picked on me or like picked on people like me didn't, because I was friends with them, because I was just like being silly all the time. So I get what you mean. Like, it kind of like you develop this personality out of survival. And obviously with George, like, you are wildly unattractive, so I can only imagine that you had a similar tale. But we won't go into that now.
I'm still just quite a chill person. But if you ask my like parents and stuff and my family, they'd be like, "You've come out your shell." So like, before I started doing TikTok and stuff, I was literally just like a one-word answer kind of guy.
Really? Oh my god.
George, you have a very handsome face.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was. Sorry, I'm looking. I think it's the first time I've ever sat directly to you, and your face is so symmetrical. Sorry, proceed.
Apart from his eyebrow.
Max is waiting for his now.
Yeah. So, hi, I'm here as well.
Purr. You know you sexy.
Get her out!
You know you're my baby.
Fuck this bitch. Anyway. Wait, what do you think of his eyebrow? His eyebrow's nice, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I love them.
You fell whilst you were in the locked-in house.
Yeah,
he fell over his Lime bike drunk.
Fully like.
We need a better story. We need a better story.
He fought a shark.
Yeah, I was out tackling tigers in India.
Give him some pizzazz.
Okay then. Right, so I mean, I've known you for a while now, but where does Madam Joyce come from? Where did that start? Because I've never asked you.
Yeah, so basically, when I was 18, I started doing dominatrix.
Shut up. Oh my god, I got so excited just then. Oh my god.
I was like, I don't know whether to believe it. You fully went for it.
I fully believe that. That is my dream. You would be so good at that, by the way.
I do have a dominatrix era, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
Tendencies. Okay.
That's our tendencies. Madame, obviously, I'm of Nigerian and Ghana. I said Nigerian, Ghanaian. I'm Nigerian heritage, and there was a girl that I used to hang out with, and she was Ghanaian. So, like in Nigerian culture, when you call someone young a madame, it's like someone that acts older than they are. So like if you're younger, someone's like, this is madame, it's like that means it's like, girl, you too like too big for your boots. You're too big for your boots. But it's supposed to be it's more of a cheeky word than like you're so wise. It's like, girl, sit your young ass down.
Literally, so my mom, if like my little sister would like act up, she'd be like, oh, she's such a madam.
It's an English saying as well.
Yeah.
So we say it a lot where I'm from, and there was a girl that I used to hang out with, and she's like, Madam Joyce, and I'm like, and then one day I was on Twitter and I was like, I want to change my username, and then I just put it to Madam Joyce, and kind of since then it stuck. I do want to change it though.
Oh really?
I do want to change it because
I like it.
I'll get too many slave boys in my DMs like, please daddy, I want you to.
Oh my god,
it does give domination.
Yeah,
it really does.
It do.
We literally spoke about this last episode that I used to have a pay pig. Do you know
Do
what
you
they
actually?
are? I
Yes.
used to, yeah. Where I would literally message him and be like, "You filthy fat fuck, send me 20
my
quid
God,
for a
me
Domino's,"
too.
and he would love it and send me 20 quid like that, like instantly.
I used to have one. Did you get it on
you?
Instagram? He was like, cuss my mum. And I was like, your mum is a bitch. Your mum is a slag. And he used to get, yeah, seriously.
Really? They're wild. They love it.
He
Like,
sent me like 300 quid though. How much you make?
oh, I made like, I mean, I had it for like a year, and it was whilst I was at uni, so it was little. Here we are. No, it was literally like little and often. So like, he would just send me like 30 quid for a takeaway like once a week, or like if I was going out, I'd be like, I'm going out with my friends, you filthy fuck. Like, send me money for drinks.
It's so wild that you can do that and get money for it.
That
it's
is
great.
quality.
I don't understand the mum one though. How can you listen to someone insulting your mum and be
Mine
like, that
actually,
is-
mine stopped because I insulted his mum.
Oh, really?
So I was like, I went that extra bit, 'cause he was like, oh really? He was like, I'll give you 100 quid if like you really go in. So I was like, your mum's a dirty little slag.
I just like the idea of them being there like, go on Max, what else? What else? And they just go, too far, man.
Yeah,
No,
like
cool.
honestly, he was like loving it when I insulted him and I insulted his mum, and he blocked.
Really?
Yeah, so it was over. But we spoke about this last week. But
Honestly,
yeah,
would you go back and do it again?
I mean, it was very fun. Like, it's
It
a
was
great
fun.
way. I think if I did it and people didn't know
I
it
feel
was
like
me.
you'd love to do it again.
Oh, it's so fun because you're sat there actually laughing, but like you're messaging the most evil shit in the world.
No, it's evil.
It is-
It's like, how are you loving this?
Yeah, it is wild, but it's very entertaining for all involved.
I was always scared that the voice notes, like, because my voice is very distinctive. If you
You
guys
did voice notes.
I did voice notes. He was like, I want to hear it. It's like, you
Would you be
motherfucking
able to
dirt.
find them?
Please, honestly, I would deny it. I'll be like, it's AI generated.
That is wild.